Hello everyone. Welcome to this video on the map report item designed with the marker rule and marker color range rule. I am going to show you how to design the map report item with marker rule and color rule to display mineral resources production plants of a company in USA. And marker color range rule and equal distribution to display the sales by a salesperson. First, let me create a new report. Create a new report and name it Map Marker and Marker Color Range. To learn how to create your first report, click the link provided in this video's description. Now, let me design the map with marker rule. Create a dataset to assign data to the maps. Create a new data source, name it Mineral Resource Details using the JSON data connector. And click the Connect button. The Query Designer page will open. Name it Mineral Resource Dataset. And click the Finish button. A dataset is created. I drag and drop the map report item and bind the data to it. I have also provided a link for the same topic in the video's description. Now, let me format the map using the marker rule. Under the Appearance category, I change the border style to double. Color to black. And thickness to 1.833. Under the title, click the icon next to the text property. And click Expression. In the Expression dialog, enter the expression to display the company name. And click OK. Click the icon next to the title property. And select Advanced. In the Advanced Settings section, I change font size to 12. And style to normal. Then change the position of the title from left to center. Under Shape Settings, I change the background color to white. And also change the border color property. Click the icon next to the tooltip property. And click the Expression option. Enter the expression that displays the state name. And click OK. Under Marker Setting, I click the Enable Marker property. The property to customize the marker is displayed in the Property panel. I change the size value to 12.333. And click the icon next to the tooltip property. And then click the Expression option. In the Expression dialog, enter the expression that displays the resource name. And click OK. Next, I click the Enable Marker Rule property. The marker rule properties are used to define marker styles for each marker on the map surface. Click the Edit icon next to the Markers property. The Map Marker panel will open. This property can be used to define any number of marker style sets, based on the output. Click Add. The field to enter the marker style property is displayed. Click the drop-down icon. And the list of marker styles are displayed. I choose Rectangle. In the same way, add the remaining marker styles. Here, Diamond marker style is added multiple times. So, in Preview, 2 items are denoted with a diamond. To differentiate these items, apply marker color rule. Click the Update button. Click the icon next to the data value property. And click Expression. In the Expression dialog, enter the expression that maps the resource value to each marker style. Here the number represents the order of the marker's style, which was added in the marker property. Click the OK button. The marker distribution options govern the way markers are visualized on the map surface. The optimal property value adjusts the size of data intervals to limit grouping, and displays the map's features clearly without overcrowding, with only a couple of marker styles. The equal interval property value divides the entire data range into equally sized intervals. The equal distribution property value creates unequally sized data intervals, and involves adjustment of the interval limits, so that each range has an equal number of items. The custom property value allows you to indicate the number of data ranges for the distribution of values. On report preview, based on the selected distribution type, the analytical data will be split into ranges and the specified color rules applied to the map markers. I select Optimal as the distribution type. Based on start and end values, the ranges will be split using an algorithm on report preview. For example, to display population of each country on a map, you can set minimum population as the start value and maximum population as end value. Bucket count property splits the data ranges. For example, if you specify bucket count as 25, the data between start and end values will be split into 25 ranges. For this demo, I changed the bucket count property value to 7. Under the marker color rule, I click Enable marker color rule property. These properties can be used to define color filling rules for map marker icons, with a user-specified number of ranges. Click the icon next to the data value property. And click Expression. In the Expression dialog, enter the expression that maps the resource value to each color. Here the number represents a different color that needs to be added to each marker. Click the OK button. I choose Color Palette in the Type property. Random in Palette property. And Distribution type is Optimal. Change the bucket count property value to 7. Under the Miscellaneous category, I set the tooltip value to Mineral Production Plant Map. Click the Preview button. You will see the map rendered in the Report Viewer control, and the markers added to the map spaces. When hovering over the map, you will see the text entered in the tooltip property displayed. And when hovering over each map space, the state name is displayed. And when hovering over the markers, the resource name is displayed. Since the marker style value is assigned as diamond 2 times in the markers property, and I have assigned a different color rule value for each marker, diamond and iron resources have the same diamond marker, but different colors. On hovering the diamond, you will see the resource name. Click the Design button. Now, let me design the map with the marker-color-range-rul. I'll create a new data source, and name it Sales Details using SQL Data Connector. And click the Connect button. To open the Query Designer page. In the Query Designer page, change the name of the dataset to Sales Dataset. And add the SQL query to retrieve the sales details from the database. Click the Finish button. And the dataset is created. Then drag and drop the map from the Item panel to the Designer surface. I resize the map according to my requirement. And bind data to the map. Now to format the map using the marker-color-range-rul. I change the border style to double. Color to black. And thickness to 1.833 under the appearance category. Under the title, I enter U.S. sales analysis. And the title changes accordingly. Click the icon next to the title property. And select Advanced. In the Advanced Settings section, I change font size to 12. And the style to normal. I change the position from left to center. Under Shape Settings, I change the background color. And also the border color property. Click the icon next to the tooltip property. And then click the expression option. In the dialog, enter the expression that displays the state code along with the city name. And click OK. Under Marker Setting, I click the Enable Marker property. The property to customize the marker is displayed. I change the background color to black. Style to diamond. And size to 12.333. Then click the icon next to the tooltip property. And click Expression. In the dialog, enter the expression that displays the first name, last name, and their last year sales amount. And click OK. Under the Marker Color Rule property, I click the Enable Color Rule. The properties to add the map marker color rule will be displayed. I change the data value property to sum of sales last year field. Choose the type value to color range. Choose the distribution type as equal distribution. And change the bucket value to 7. Under the miscellaneous category, I set the tooltip value to US sales analysis map. Click the Preview button to see the map rendered in the Report Viewer control. C. Markers are added to all map spaces, but only spaces with sales details will have the color rule applied. When hovering over the map, you will see the text entered in the tooltip property displayed. Over map space, the state code with city name is displayed in the tooltip. When you hover the map marker, the first name, last name, and their last year sales amount will be displayed in the tooltip. In this video, I showed you how to add a map to the Report Designer control, apply map marker, and marker color rules, and how it is rendered in the Report Viewer control while previewing it. Stay tuned to this channel for our upcoming videos on bold reports. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.